Hello there, very good Saturday evening to all our viewers and welcome to the weekend edition of Primetime News. We're coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. Bringing you the news tonight, I'm Joel Outscoon. Let's start off with a look at our headlines for this evening.
Prime Minister comments on security. 15 May Day rallies in Colombo, SLFP rally in Gaul. 3 shot dead in a car in Tirapane. Close associates continue to be given lands. 2 provincial councillors take the reins from where Daya Gamage left off.
Well, now the 20th annual convention of the Sri Lanka Muslim Media Forum was held in Colombo today under the auspices of Prime Minister.
Today, the threat for media freedom in the country comes from within the media. The first was the VAT bomb. Then came the Sri Lankan Airlines. They cannot follow up on that even today. Now they want to create an environment calling for the return of King Dutugamunu. Following this incident, Sambandhan called me. I asked him whether he wanted to enroll to the forces. If he joins, the only position that can be provided is Colonel-in-Chief. I have an issue. As the leader of the opposition, will he salute Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca? Sambandhan told me that he did not want to join the army and that he only attended a meeting in Kilinochchi. These lands belong to those people. The military took over the lands during the conflict. The people had a fear as to whether the lands will be released or not. To avoid an incident, he entered the premises and the army had allowed him to go through. So is Sambandhan an LTTE person? He is with us. In Parliament, it is a duty to summon and raise the matter. The LTTE is no more. They cannot come back no matter how much one price. If they try to come back, we will have to take legal action against Mahinda for not bringing this to an end. A suicide vest was discovered and the investigations are taking place. Daya Master had also asked for this. Under the government of President Maithripala Sirisena, even Daya Master was able to raise a question. Was anyone able to question about Eknaligoda during the time of Mahinda Rajapaksa? This is the difference. We will not allow those with the LTTE to bring back terrorism. Have no doubt about that.
Individuals who rendered a service towards various sectors were felicitated at the event.
A cache of explosives was discovered from a garden latrine in the Paranthan area in Kilinochchi.
Security forces were tipped last evening over the location of the weapons cache. Among the explosives discovered were 21 40mm bombs, a hand grenade and parts of other weapons. Military spokesperson Brigadier Jayanta Jayavira said that it is believed that these explosives may have been dumped at the garden latrine by the LTTE during the time of the war. He added that these explosives are not in a usable condition and noted that the location of the discovery is being investigated.
Crime Watch is up next.
Three persons were shot dead inside a car in the Tirapane area in Anuradhapura. Police media spokesperson ASP Ruwan Gunasekara said the shooting had taken place at around 3 p.m. today. Among the dead was SF Bandara, also known as Sarath Bandara. Police media spokesperson said the victim, a resident from Nochiagama, was connected to a number of crimes including theft and murder. Saman Kumar, also among the victims, was a resident from Nochiagama. The identity of the third victim is yet to be ascertained. On the 24th of October last year, a similar premeditated murder in the Anuradhapura area was reported. Karate champion Vasanta Soiza was killed in a nightclub on that day.
Sumit Kumara, the general manager of PE Plus Private Limited, was selected the executive of the year 2015 of the Capital Maharaja Organization Limited last evening.
The 39th annual convention of the Capital Maharaja Organization Limited took place last evening at the Stein Studios in Batmalana. Minister of Finance Ravi Koranayaka was the chief guest of the event. Religious leaders, parliamentarians, ministers, distinguished guests were among those who graced the occasion.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I only want to take just 4 examples in the areas to how this 1,785 in 2005 became 9,800. Just 4 expenditure items will reflect how 75% go into those. The first being the Sri Lankan airline. You would have heard many stories about this. The total public debt and with total contingent liabilities is 465 billion. The Norwich power project was costing $1,500 billion. I'm sorry, $1,500 million US dollars. The third one is the Hambantota project. Our total revenue on a value-added basis is only 4 million a year. We have spent up to now 188 billion. This is the colossal amount of money that has been spent on capital projects that don't yield the revenue that is required. That alone costs 1,400 billion. And then the Southern Expressways and the Katuna Expressways that has taken 2,200 million US dollars. When you add all of this, is 6,600 billion on just 4 projects. And that is how that the budget has, the deficit has ballooned to this effect. So ladies and gentlemen, have confidence in us. We'll change Sri Lanka to better tomorrow. Together we can make that difference.
During the event, 5 executives who performed beyond expectations were felicitated. They were Chamika Roshan, Manager, YFM, MBC Networks, Krishanti Silva, Area Sales Manager, International Cosmetics Limited, Shamir Rasuldeen, Director English News, MTV MBC, Sridharan, Assistant Accountant, Kevilton Electrical Products, and Colonel Bickmeyer, Director, Canis Creations International. Another significant award was presented at the glamorous evening. Frederick Disanayake, the Director General Manager of Aquarius Limited, was presented with this award for his service of 25 years to the organisation. Group Director Sri Lala Hangama read out the message of the Chairman of the Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited.
The group is an amalgamation of many companies. We have been tested time and time again, but have always overcome our difficulties by challenging everything. Yes, we challenge everything even today, because if you want to keep growing, challenging everything is the way to go, especially your own thinking and beliefs. Only then can you be ahead of your time. My colleagues on the board and I have been of the firm belief that to grow and to stay ahead of the curve and continue to lead, we have to embrace change and then execute that change to perfection.
This year has actually been quite different. We've not been attacked, we've not been threatened or hindered in any way. Frankly, it's been a strange year for the Capital Maharaja Group. And in these interesting times, it's enabled us to release our energies positively and realize our full potential. While the economic scenario doesn't paint a rosy picture, I can start off by saying that we were able to work in a truly positive environment. Opportunity has this habit of being disguised as an insurmountable odd, as hard work. With us, you are not alone, but a collective of the best, and we have a track record that shows this time and time again. We touch lives every minute, every day. We don't back down from challenge. We don't stay stuck in the past. Don't let opportunity slide you by. Challenge everything, and together, let's keep making history.
The Capital Maharaja Organisation is a legacy. It's a legacy of commitment to Sri Lanka and to responsible business development. A legacy that began with 2 friends, carries us into the future for as long as we stay true to the core principles of our group and the values on which this company was founded. Our strong foundations are the reason I can stand here today, and it is my honor to do so, to celebrate the people who represent us past, present, and future. Today is a celebration, an acknowledgement of a collective vision and a commitment to progress for each of us who proudly represent the Capital Maharaja family.
Mohan Barara, CEO and Group Director of the Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited, also addressed the gathering. The annual convention of the Capital Maharaja Organisation was brought to life with the latest technology used at Stein Studios. The Stein Studios in Ratmalana is equipped with digital audio-video technology. Ron Short, one of the most realistic Elvis tribute artists from Las Vegas, USA, added more color to the event. The audience was kept alive with his performance of Elvis Presley songs. 5 candidates were shortlisted to be awarded the coveted Executive of the Year Award 2015. They were Sanjeev Ranatunga, Director Marketing News First, Nalin Jayawardena, Technical Manager of Kevilton Electrical Products Private Limited, Channel Head of Sirasa FM Kingsley Ratnayaka, Yasrat Kamal Siri, Director General Manager News First, and Sumit Kumara, General Manager PE Plus Private Limited. Sumit Kumara, General Manager of PE Plus Private Limited, was adjudged the Executive of the Year 2015.
I am very happy today, since this is the award which I had in my life, best award. I started my career in this organization as a production manager. I am here today due to few reasons. One is free education of this country. Since I born in poor family, my father and mother, they didn't have money to expend for private education. If I had bad time or good time, I sit my chair and I think my chairman sir is in front of me. Sometime he may be other end of Europe or USA. But I believe I have his power. Our P Plus team, they are the responsible people who for this award. They work hard day and night to get this award. They try every year, not only myself, I also try. But my team, they wanted to get this award. Finally, team, we got the award. Thank you very much for your effort.
Moving on to a headline-making story this evening. Sri Lanka will witness 16 May Day rallies organized to mark International Workers' Day tomorrow. Here's a look at the preparations being made ahead of the May Day celebrations.
The May Day rally of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, led by United People's Freedom Alliance, will take place in 2 phases. The processions will move towards Galle from the Pinnadu access point and on the Galle Road starting from the Mahamudra Hospital. The May Day rally will take place at the Sumner grounds in Galle under the auspices of President Maithripala Sirisena.
Is there a group in the SLFP that will head to Kirulapana? No, we have not been informed by anyone that they will be going anywhere else. We state with responsibility that the Sri Lanka Freedom Party will host only one May Day rally and it will be held at the Sumner grounds in Galle. If any Sri Lanka Freedom Party member attends a different May Day rally, what action will be taken against them? I cannot say on what action will be taken at this time. However, the SLFP organizers and other position holders as well as supporters are aware that even in the past when we had a May Day rally, and if they are loyalist, they must know whether they are attending the rally of the party or another rally.
The May Day rally of the United National Party will commence from Pradeepa Matha in Maligavatta and will proceed to Campbell Park in Borella. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe will preside over the event.
What would you say if one questions whether this is the May Day rally of the working people or the May Day rally to show the might of the United National Party? Until now, we have all seen the political might in the country and the world. We showed this through the national programs like the May Day. This was done by every party. However, this time the United National Party is doing something that is completely different. These are the working people. They have made sacrifices for us and have shed their sweat for us. We will be commemorating that. We have no expectations on the number. We will step out onto the streets, thinking of the present and the future of the country and its people. What will you be giving for the people who made sacrifices? We will give them a new country. In his statement, the Prime Minister will elaborate on this.
The May Day rally of the JVP will commence from the SDS Jayasinghe grounds in Dehiwala. The meeting will take place at the BRC grounds in Havelock Town.
Is this year's May Day rally of the JVP going to be the most attractive one, or is it organised for the rights of the people?
There are many issues that we have to face today and we did not experience during the previous May Day rally. This will be the massive May Day rally which would urge the rulers to face those issues as previous years. The May Day rally will be colourful.
Have you won any workers' rights, and if so, what are they?
In comparison, we have made certain ground. On one hand, when we obtain one, they take away something else. For example, we won 10,000 rupees for the public servants. We started to make entrance to obtain the 2,500 rupees. There are certain things that we have won. However, when the VAT is imposed, that is taken away from us. Starting the 1st of May, we will have commenced a new massive struggle. This will not stop.
Can you stand firm before the people without any fear?
The JVP does not bow down. The heroes of 1971 told us that it is better to die while standing than to live while kneeling. We will not go down, and we will not allow the working people to go down on their knees. We may lose today, there may be setbacks. However, we will never step back.
The May Day rally of the Democratic Party led by Minister Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca will commence from Rajagiriya and will proceed to the Buddhadas grounds in Battaramulla. A group of MPs from the Sri Lanka Freedom Party and representatives from parties representing the alliance will commence a rally in Kirlapane. Those who will be participating in the rally will commence their journey from the Shalika grounds in Narayanpeta.
An order has been taken over the Shalika grounds. Is this because you did not make note of a certain matter when obtaining it? This is not true. It says that the grass will be destroyed by the presence of over 1,000 persons.
State Minister of Defence Ruwan Wijewardene commented on providing security for May Day rallies.
We will be providing security for everyone despite their parties. There is no problem in that. We have informed the police to provide security for every May Day rally equally. There won't be any problem.
The State Minister made these statements in an event where Virusara privilege cards for war heroes were distributed in Magampura, Hambantota. 1,002 Virusara privilege cards were presented to the family members of disabled war heroes and the war heroes who passed away during the war.
Former General Secretary of the United National Party, Tissa Thanayaka, speaking in Kandy, too commented on May Day.
Now the most pressing problem in this country is the May Day rally, whether it is in Campbell, Gaul or Kirulapana. Where should I go to? Let us decide tomorrow after seeing what happens today. It is very evident that there is a major problem in this country, that is the cost of living. So let us analyze the future and come to a political decision. Tissa Thanayaka made these statements subsequent to visiting the Mahanayaka of the Askiri chapter of the Siam sect, the most venerable Varka Koda Gunaratana Thero.
Now, as tomorrow is May Day, police headquarters today announced that vehicles will not be permitted to be parked on several roads in the Colombo city starting tonight.
Vehicles will not be permitted to park on the Sangaraja Mawata Maligawatha Road, Jayantaveerasekara Mawata Panchikawatha Road and on the road from Sangaraja roundabout to the Maradana Bridge from tonight. In addition, vehicles will not be permitted to park on the road from the Maradana Bridge to Borella, from the Punchiborella Junction to the Valika Depressants, Maradana Road to Baseline Road on Udyana Mawata. Police also announced that vehicles will not be permitted to park on Armour Street, Baseline Road from the Nugegoda flyover to Dickmans Road Junction on the High Level Road, Udyana Road and Kirula Road. Pradeepa Road in Maligawata from the Jumma Masajid Junction to the Sangaraja roundabout will be closed from 9 am to 5 pm tomorrow. During the same time period, the road from the Narayanpeta Junction to High Level Road will be closed. The road from the Stafford traffic light to the Dickmans Road traffic lights on High Level Road will be closed from 2 to 6 pm tomorrow. From 12:30 pm to 3 in the afternoon, Baseline Road, Sarana Road Junction to Old Road and towards the Anderson Junction will be closed. The Road Development Authority announced that many facilities have been made available on the Southern Expressway in lieu of May Day. The Highways Authority Operation Maintenance and Management Unit Director S. Opanayaka said that these facilities are available for buses carrying persons to take part in the May Day rally. He went on to note that as many buses will operate on May Day, additional staff have been deployed to the interchanges to ensure that long lines will not be experienced on the Southern Expressway.
In more local news, manager of Newsfirst Action TV, Thusita Pittigala, was presented an award this evening. The event was organised by the Thomson Foundation, the British High Commission in Colombo and the Sri Lanka Press Institute. Newsfirst Thusita Pittigala was presented the South Asian Inquirer Award for investigative journalism in South Asia. Starting tonight, our news segment, The Frontline, will focus on the current political scenario. And to give us an in-depth look, we are now joined by senior journalist Faraz Shaukat Ali, live in our studio. Good evening, Faraz.
Good evening, Joe. How are you?
Good, not too bad. And you?
Excellent.
Very good. Okay, Faraz, my first question is the May Day politicized?
Very unfortunately, that is the scenario. Unfortunately, that's what's happened, but actually May Day is for the workers, and unfortunately politicians have usurped the role of the workers.
Well, for us, there are 15 May Day rallies in the country, and there is one in Galle as well. Where will the working class go to?
Depending on their ideology, they will go if you are supportive of the President Sirisena's party, you have the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, you'll have no option but to go to Galle. And if you are with the United National Party, you'll be in Colombo.
Okay, for us, the former president, Mahinda Rajapaksa, which rally do you think he would go to?
Well, he's already said that he's going to attend one in Kirulapana. But, this is a strange set of affairs. He's the patron of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, and he really should be going to Galle. Instead, by going to another event, the former president is clearly causing a split at the SLFP, and that's really not good for the people.
Well, now for us, President Maithripala Sirisena said that a firm political decision will be taken after the 1st of May. Do you think that the party membership of the former president will be taken off?
Well, if he is so brazenly going to break the rules of his party, then that is what must happen to him. Many times we've heard the Secretary General of the party, Dominiti Sanaka, almost issue threats on this issue, and I think they've got fed up, and it's about time they took stern action.
For us, May Day is all about workers, but soon after May Day, they're forgotten. Do you agree with this statement?
That's the reality. Very unfortunately, rather like the times of election, and as the forgotten people of Sri Lanka told us during the Gammadda program, politicians only come around during election time, and the people are required for May Day rallies to show the strength and so on, and soon after that, after the picnic, in effect, they are forgotten. Yes, that's very unfortunate but true.
Well, thank you very much for stopping by at our studios. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe.
Well, with that, we head into our investigative journalism segment, Action TV.
A number of families that have no claim over a house or even a plot of land have been illegally living on state-owned land in Nawagampura, which comes under the Ampara Divisional Secretariat for over a period of time. These persons are among the 480 persons who were selected for land ownership at a land secretariat in 2011 by provisions of the Lands Act in the country. The method followed to select the 480 persons cannot be challenged in any way. Even after selection, these 480 persons are yet to be given lands, and this is a flaw of the previous government as well as of the present government. The major wrong in this regard is being committed by the present government. In October last year, 25 persons who were not included in the list of 480 land recipients were given lands from Nawagampura, which is considered the major wrong. According to the powers of the Lands Commissioner General, lands vested with the Divisional Secretary for distribution cannot be distributed again among any other person through a separate process or institution. Such acts can be challenged before the law. At present, houses have been constructed using the housing loans that were provided through the National Housing Authority on the lands granted last October to 25 other persons. Several staff members of Minister Daya Gamage were among those given lands in October last year and are now about to lose what was given to them following the Action TV expose on the 31st of last month. The National Housing Authority has no authority to distribute lands. However, in November last year, they distributed lands to 25 persons in Uhana Samanabadda, casting aside the written objection presented by the Department of Forest Conservation. The area in Samanabadda, Uhana, in which these houses are being constructed is a natural elephant farce. Thereby, these housing projects in Nawagampura and Samanabadda cannot be termed as those that beautify the country. The National Housing Development Authority is about to embark on a similar project at present. The authority, which in fact has no authority over lands, is now preparing to distribute lands to another 50 persons in Nawagampura and present them with housing loans. Rather than raising objection to this act carried out by the National Housing Development Authority, the Ampara Divisional Secretary had deployed one staff member to assist in this distribution of lands. This staff member was one who opposed the previous illegal land distribution and was assigned to this task as a punishment. Shouldn't the malpractice taking place in Ampara, where persons who oppose the wrong are being used to assist in committing the wrong, be stopped? Co-chairs of the Ampara District Development Committee, this is over to you.
Well, the first leg of the 72nd Rugby Shield annual rugby match encounter between Royal College Colombo and Trinity College Kandy was played in Colombo today. The Royalists won the game 22-17.
The annual rugby match encounter between Royal College and Trinity College commenced on the 31st of July 1920. In 1945, the principal of Royal College, E.L. Bradby, put forward an idea of playing an annual two-match series, and since then the encounter was played for the Bradby Shield. Trinity College Kandy had won the Bradby Shield on 39 previous occasions, while their opponents, Royal College Colombo, won the Shield on 31 occasions. The first leg of the 72nd Bradby Shield was played today at the Royal College Sports Complex in Colombo. Royal College opened the scoring at home and led the first half 17-7. However, in the 64th minute, Trinity College Kandy bounced back to score 10 more points. Despite their efforts, Royal College Colombo pounced the opportunity to score a try in the 76th minute of the game. Royal College Colombo won the game 22-17. The school that records the highest number of points at the end of the two legs is awarded the Bradby Shield. The second leg of the 72nd Bradby Shield will take place at Palakale in Kandy.
That's a wrap up the news. Take care and good night.